I'm going to be going over how to pitch to a magazine. So along with managing our social media accounts, I also do a lot of our blogger relationships and just staying in contact with everyone through there. So we really like to show bloggers how they can get involved with BHG because, as you'll see in our presentation, we love working with bloggers. So I'm just going to set up a screen share here. Everyone good?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, today we're going to go over 10 insider tips for working with magazines. And this is obviously more focused on BHG, but I think that we really try to make this to try to apply to as many magazines as possible and any publication that you might be pitching to. So quick little overview about what we're going to be talking about today. So first, a little intro to BHG and what we do here. Then a little bit of why we love bloggers and how we've been working with them. Then we'll go into our 10 things that you must know for pitching to a magazine. And then we'll give you a little preview of blogger programs that we have and ways that you can get involved in working with BHG. So first things first, biggest takeaway from this in general is just that working with magazines and media brands is a very different thing. Mostly just because of the timelines. With magazines, especially monthlies like BHG, we're planning things out so far in advance. Right now, we're closing our December issue. So the timeline for planning things just gets very shifted. Another big thing too about that is just the budget that we're working with compared to working with advertisers and what you can expect for payment and stuff like that. So this is what we like to call our sales team's favorite slide, and I just think it's really cool to see how a 92-year-old brand is still relevant today. So just a little overview of BHG. We are the largest paid monthly magazine in the United States with 37 million readers. So reaching a lot of people every month in the print edition, but then we're also reaching a ton of people every month in our digital team. So whether that's through our website, through our Facebook page, through our Pinterest, we're always trying to reach our readers in new ways and show them new and creative things. So in recent years, as you've probably caught on as well, bloggers have just become a really big part of how magazines are working. Just that they are these more established people that they can turn to talk to about getting their opinions for the best content, and that magazines and bloggers do have a very similar thing, or similar idea, that inspiring their readers and trying to find these new, fresh ideas. So what you guys are doing, we're doing as well. Also, bloggers are great for helping to identify new trends, since you guys are able to do things a little bit sooner instead of us planning out months in advance. It's kind of cool to see all the creative ideas that different people are coming up with. Definitely helping us reach new and different readers and finding those people who maybe don't think of BHG as a magazine for them. They think of it as their mom's magazine. And then in the opposite way of that, we also love sharing bloggers with our readers. So every month we do, on our BHG.com page in the beginning of the book, I do a write-up about a blogger that we love. So it's someone that we feature and that we tell our readers, like, hey, this is someone really cool to check out. And also just offering a fresh perspective. It's always good to hear other voices and other opinions for what we should be sharing with our readers. So going into our 10 tips, hopping right into it. Biggest thing about pitching to a magazine is understanding the brand that you are pitching to. And this is something that even if you really knew the brand well a couple years ago, it's still good to pick up a current issue because things change around so much. So for us, the magazine is divided up into 5 main sections: fresh, home, style, food, and better. And so when people are pitching to us, we ask that they pitch to more of a section. So if someone's coming in with a story, it's great if they can, really hone it in on what they're pitching to. It just makes it a lot easier for us to know what we really can work with. And also just knowing the brand as far as what is plausible for it. For example, pitching vegan recipes to us probably is not going to happen, just because that's not what our reader base is interested in. So really taking that into consideration when you are pitching to a brand and picking up their latest issue and checking out what they've been up to.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
What if it were a vegan recipe and there was options to add in your favorite protein?
I mean, I'm not a food editor, so it's always something that you can try.
Okay.
Um, it's just that I'll get a lot of emails from bloggers about people who are very, very niche type of things, and that is a little bit harder for the magazine to work with, just because that's not their what we've typically done. But as you'll see in the next slide,
Okay.
um, the best pitch isn't your typical pitch. So feel free to reach outside of those bounds a little bit and definitely